It's my 5 at 5 live from Dubai. And do you ever go anywhere and you think to yourself, man, why do I live where I live? Every single time I come to Dubai, I think to myself, I need to move out here. So I need a job out here, man, because this is gorgeous, absolutely lovely weather. But the one thing I would miss if I moved out here would be watching Arsenal Football Club. And talking of that, let's get into my 5 at 5. Number 1, let's talk about Thomas Partey, because yesterday he was brilliant. I just thought was brilliant all over the park, and not just that, he got forward so well. He was an attacking threat. Obviously got the first goal, the opening goal that changed the whole dynamic of the game and made it a much less tense affair for Arsenal. And then on top of that, he had that brilliant effort from outside the box that hit the post and the bar, sort of the angle of post and bar. And I feel sorry for him because that doesn't even count as a shot on target. Thomas Partey is probably never ever going to score from outside the box for Arsenal Football Club. Does anyone have the stat of how many attempts he has had trying to score from outside the box for Arsenal? Because it's got to be a record at this point. He tries all the time and never ever gets the goal. But yesterday, in fact, he could have had a hat-trick. He obviously got the first one, the one that I just mentioned, where he hit the angle of post and bar, and then the header that I don't know how he missed that led to the penalty. And actually, we're very lucky that Sionchu outstretched his hand, because had Thomas Partey missed that and we only stayed at 1-0, who knows what could have happened in the last 10 minutes. And then that would have been a massive talking point if Thomas Partey had missed that chance. He definitely should have done better, but ultimately I think his performance deserved the fact that we got that little bit of luck there and he had a hand in both goals. Another brilliant performance. And if you cast your mind back to when he rated his time at Arsenal as a 4 out of 10 up to the point that he had done the interview, since then I think he has been really, really good. It's the Thomas Partey that we all wanted to see and that we knew we had in his locker. Number 2, and this is some brilliant defending moments. I know the thing is, right, when you win a game, people always talk about the goal scorers, and obviously I've just done that with Thomas Partey in point 1, but 2 different points in the game, 2 of our defenders came out with last minute tackles in the area, absolutely clean. It was Kieran Tierney on Harvey Barnes and Ben White on James Maddison. Those 2 moments, if those players don't get it absolutely perfect, they're giving away a penalty, or if they're not switched on, they're just a yard away and then it's a goal for Leicester. It's moments like that where I think we need to appreciate, because Kieran Tierney, a lot of people have been talking about him, saying that he's not quite the same at the moment. Perhaps Martinelli playing in front of him doesn't work as well for him because he has less opportunity to kind of get forward and go on the outside. Even Tomiyasu not playing means that we're not playing our favoured inverted system where Tierney goes forwards and Tomiyasu stays back to keep it as a back 3. But the fact of the matter is, yesterday I thought he was a really good performer, and that moment there where he saved Arsenal from conceding the goal kind of capped it off for me. Same with Ben White as well. That moment where he took the ball away from Maddison, went down to ground in the area, which is always risky, but pulled it off perfectly. Some really good defending, and we earned that clean sheet. So the Arsenal defence, well done. And obviously Aaron Ramsdale is part of that, but that's going to be point 3. So point 3 then, Aaron Ramsdale with another incredible save, this time from Harvey Barnes' header. In the first game, you remember, it was from James Maddison's free kick, a save that had the crowd sort of stunned. And I think this was very much the same. It was such a good save at such an important time in the game as well. And what really made me laugh is that I thought it was going to go in, and we all saw Brendan Rodgers and his reaction. He thought it was a dead certain goal. He was already celebrating. And what I loved about Brendan Rodgers' reaction, after it sort of dawned on him that somehow that ball didn't go in the back of the net, kind of turned round, shrugged it off, and started even applauding Aaron Ramsdale. That's how good of a save it was, and how convinced Brendan Rodgers was that had gone in. Aaron Ramsdale, one of our most consistent performers this season, and he's been a massive part in Arsenal on this charge to get in that top 4 place. So a lot of us are eating a lot of humble pie, but I know, like me, all of you are going to be very happy to be sort of wrong about the signing of Aaron Ramsdale, because he's been an absolute revelation. Point 4, and that is penalty struggles. When we got that penalty yesterday to make it 2-0, I was nervous. Alex Lacazette this is his first goal in 10 games, and in the commentary, actually, when I was watching it, the commentator said that Arsenal missed 3 out of 4 penalties this season. Kasper Schmeichel, a decent goalkeeper, Lacazette hasn't been very good in front of goal this season, so I was nervous. but the consummate ease in which Lacazette dismissed that penalty was absolutely brilliant. I really thought that it was nice to see him take it with so much confidence and kind of have that little run up that he did and just kind of stop and then see the keeper go in the way he wanted to strike the ball and then just lift it over him. Really good penalty, and it showed me that Lacazette in that moment was a confident player. And I've been kind of thinking to myself, is he lacking some confidence in front of goal? I saw no signs of it there. Glad we scored that penalty, and hopefully Lacazette now can use that goal to build upon it and start getting a few more. We've got some big games this season, and there have been many occasions this season in games where we've had a chance. Lacazette's had the ability to get a shot off on target in the area and he's missed the target. We can't afford that starting against Liverpool and beyond that with some of the big 6-pointer games that we've got for the top 4 race. So hopefully Laka uses that as a spring. Number 5, and who else? It's the one you've all been waiting for, Martin Erdegaard. This guy has been performing brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly in recent months. And you know, I've said this before, but when Arsenal were linked with a few midfielders in the transfer window, he was not my number 1 choice. I thought to myself, look, yeah, he's a good player, he's tidy. I don't think he set the world alight when he was on loan. But as soon as the rumours came out that it was going to be a £30 million transfer fee, I thought to myself, well, do you know what? We haven't got unlimited money like some of these other clubs, and this means we can spend on other areas of the team and get a very solid player in the middle of the park. But I did not expect this. He's become so central to the way Arsenal play. He's the one that presses just about harder than anyone. He's got this just absolute silky demeanour on the ball. Everything that we do goes through him. Arsenal they just flow through him. He orchestrates all the play. Created so many chances. I think 6 chances he created against Leicester, more than he's ever created in a Premier League game, and he's just going from strength to strength. Martin Erdegaard has been one hell of a signing, and it's interesting because obviously he was up against James Maddison in this game, who was unable to influence the game to the extent that Martin Erdegaard did, and that was sort of the direct comparison that people were making. I don't know about you, but put it in the comments below. Knowing what you know now up to this point of the season, who would you rather have signed? Maddison and Erdegaard. I'm firmly in Team Erdegaard. All right, so that's it. That's the 5 at 5 done. I'm still going to be in Dubai for the Arsenal-Liverpool game. So what I want you to do is put your predictions below. Let me know what you think is going to happen in that game. This is going to be a massive test for Arsenal. And hopefully the 5 at 5 is a positive one after that. Until then, take care.